If this is true, that's a massive positive surprise for NIO here. At least in my books. Well, the news is that NIO has just announced that number 300,000 has come off the production line, so that is good news in itself, right? But also in a media event reporting to this, the NIO co-founder and president Li Hongqin has actually announced that he expects that NIO will deliver 300,000 cars around January 1st. So what does it mean? Well, basically, if you look into the last delivery report here, that's from November, basically they have delivered a cumulated amount of 273,741 cars by the end of November. And so if you do the maths, if they deliver 300,000 cars, that would imply that NIO manages to deliver close to 26,000 cars in December. And as you know on my channel, I've been quite conservative about the December number. I actually made a case that I think they could actually fall below their lower guidance. But this case, with this news here of 300,000 cars produced and possibly also to be delivered within this year or by the end of this year, that would be a massive surprise and actually be the higher side of the guidance of NIO there. And to be honest, I have to say, this sounds quite unbelievable to me. I need to see that they really pull this off. But of course, we do have some positive catalysts. For example, what I've mentioned before, that Beijing is now opening the delivery centers again. All over the country, we see that the COVID measures have been reduced. For example, the app that is being used for tracking the movements of people in order to prevent the spread of the virus is also going out of business. And actually, interestingly here, they even want to delete the travel data that has been collected over time. So that's just on a side note here, I think a very positive development where we usually get all of the bad news how China is using technology in a bad fashion and manner, but the fact that they are going to delete the data collected on the population of traveling part of the COVID measures, I think is a positive in itself here for the image actually of China and also their use of technology. Now back to NIO. Only in April 2021 they have delivered 100,000 cars. Then in April this year 200,000 cars, and now if they deliver 300,000 by December 2022, that would, really show how fast they actually ramped the production here, despite, of course, all of the setbacks during this year. I think I personally had higher expectations, but of course Corona happened, and then also lots of supply chain issues were the case. And quite recently I was also very conservative about the factory too and the impact of the lockdown. So I'm not really sure how this big number here for December is really possible. That would really mean that the ET5 production must have resumed and at full scale, and not only production but also delivery must be at full sig. NIO put never something like this off and deliver such a huge amount of cars in 1 month. So that's why if this is the case for December, I think that would be a massive positive surprise. And while Qin Li Hong, he must have his reasons of going out and saying something like this. I'm not sure why he otherwise would promise an outcome like this, but you can see I'm rather stunned by this news and cannot fully believe it on myself on this part right now. Fingers crossed that everything works out as NIO promises here. That would be a massive Christmas gift for us as stockholders. We'll see. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you think that is being realistic or not. Thank you guys for watching and have a great start to the week.